unsure if you need to start therapy? Have you Googled, have you talked to some friends, but you're still not sure if you should start counseling at this point? Watch today's video. I'll go through some common signs to help you figure out if now is the right time. All right, hey guys, my name is Diana Garcia. I'm a licensed mental health counselor in Florida, owner of a private practice called Nurturing Minds Counseling. Okay, so one clear indication is if you notice your stress level is through the roof, and that can be because there's been changes in your life, or you just know that work right now is busier, or home life is busier, but in general, you're noticing your ability to handle that stress is really difficult. That could be a good time to seek some help just to help you with some stress management tools, to look at your schedule, to look at ways for you to take care of yourself during this time period. Another reason a lot of people end up going to counseling is if there's been a difficult life transition. So that can look like a loss of a loved one, losing a job, even a relocation that you didn't want to do, losing a relationship. So any of these life transitions that maybe are unexpected or unwanted, that could definitely trigger a lot of different feelings. And so that could be a good time to seek some counseling. With that tone, even transitions that you wanted. So for instance, getting married, having children, even if those were expected transitions and maybe positive transitions, you were looking forward to it, it's still a transition, and maybe that you're going through some adjustment or growing pain. So that could also be a good time to seek some outside counseling. Overall, though, I generally tell clients, like if you're just noticing a shift in your mood, overall engagement, your anxiety, things just don't seem the same. If you're noticing changes in sleep or appetite, and not in a positive way, obviously, but you're just noticing some things off. And the other clear piece is that you feel like you've tried to do things, like whatever your go-to tools that you normally go to, they're not working, or for whatever reason, you can't go to them. Like you have struggled maybe to use some of these tools or support systems. So that might be an indication that it could be helpful to seek outside assistance. We're all recognizing that this is a very personal decision, so there is no right time. But a lot of times I'll find that people know for a long time before they make the decision to seek counseling that maybe they could have gone to counseling, like they know like they could probably benefit, like maybe, they'll be fine. They're not in crisis mode. Some people are in crisis, but you're not in crisis mode. But you also know like, man, I could probably benefit from having this. Then that's a good indication to start looking into the process. Another key piece that's a sign is if you start noticing that you're acting in ways that are out of alignment or you're just not happy with. So maybe you're reacting versus responding. Maybe you're doing behaviors that you don't want to do or more so. So maybe you're drinking more than you want to, you're sleeping more than you want to, you're eating more than you want to, or the opposite, you're not doing any type of exercise or pleasurable activities, or you're isolating from the people around you. So really just noticing a change in your behaviors and a change in the direction that you don't want. So that's also a clear indication that maybe it's a good time to start seeking some counseling. Of course, overall, if you start noticing any shift in kind of thoughts about yourself, any kind of thoughts about suicide, anything like that, that would be a very clear indication to go seek help right away. The reason that you can start counseling is just overall personal growth. So sometimes I think people will wait till something's wrong or wait till they want to work on something, but I really encourage people to start thinking about therapy as like just your annual check-in, right? You annually go to your doctor to get checked in, make sure everything's okay, your levels are all right, all your blood work. And so really a lot of times now I think there's been this push towards mental health can be the same way. Maybe it's not just a one tune-up checkup, but really you can go to counseling to really just improve overall, to look at maybe past patterns, look at your history, to start to understand yourself better. So again, you don't have to wait for something, or doesn't have to be any of these other signs, but really once you notice that maybe you have a desire to do a little bit more personal growth, that could be one avenue. It doesn't have to be the only avenue, but it could be one avenue. For more information on therapy, I'd encourage you to watch this video on a myth of therapy, a common myth that I find when people who are starting therapy for the first time. And as always, I encourage you to continue nurturing your mind, body, and soul, whatever that looks like for you.